move on to more breaking news coming in. This one around a controversy over Rakhi tying in the school premises. This has happened in Mangaluru's Katipalla, wherein parents and some of the Hindu groups have confronted the school administration after their kids reported that some of the staff members forced them to remove Rakhis and even threw them in the dustbin. The incident has been reported from the Infant Mary English medium school in Katipalla in Mangaluru, and the cops thereafter were rushed to the school to sort out the issue. But yes, once again, this is a controversy coming to light. Remember, yesterday is when the nation celebrated Raksha Bandhan. And given that now this controversy is being picked up from this particular school, wherein upon the complaint of the parents and some of the Hindu groups, the school administration was thereafter asked these questions. Let me go across to Deepak joining us with more details. Deepak, we are being told that some of the students in the school premises were asked to remove their Rakhis, and some of those Rakhis were even thrown in the dustbins is what we're being told. What happened really there?
Yes, all of these incidents took place yesterday. Today, of course, several parents, also people from Hindu organizations landing at this particular school in Katipalla in Mangaluru. Now, the students went ahead and informed their parents that, while they entered class, some of the teachers asked them to remove the Rakhis that they were wearing on their hands, and there are also allegations that are coming to the fore that some of the Rakhis were thrown to the dustbin as well. Now, after the, organizations and the parents came to the school, wanted to question the administration about why exactly such a thing was done inside the campus. They have given a clarification that there was no rule as such that the school had put forth, and it was some teachers who had some sort of a misunderstanding who've done this. And the principal has also at this point in time clarified that Raksha Bandhan is a festival that symbolizes brotherhood, and it should be encouraged. And he has in fact informed all the staff in the campus not to do anything of this sort. Henceforth is the information that we are getting. But definitely, in Mangaluru, we've seen multiple, instances that have created controversies, especially in educational institutions. Now, this one adding to that particular list.
All right. And anything that we've heard from the school administration, because the parents and some of the Hindu groups also thereafter confronted the school authorities. What are they saying on their part?
Yes, like I mentioned, we're expecting, a statement to come in. We've been told that the parents have already been informed by the school administration that there was a mistake by some of the staff, and they've accepted that, and they've also said that, that the students would be allowed to wear a Rakhi. There was some sort of clarification also coming in that some of the staff assumed that it was friendship bands that some of the students were wearing, but overall they've said that such a confusion shouldn't have even arisen, and there should be brotherhood within the campus. And they're saying that if there were any objections, henceforth those objections will not be flagged off, and the students will be allowed to wear the Rakhi after the parents today arrived at the campus along with several pro-Hindu organizations.
All right. So this is a controversy that has broken out in one of the schools in Mangaluru. Deepak continues to stay on with us. Deepak, now, as far as this entire incident goes, we're still waiting for an official confirmation, an official statement from the school administration. But any word coming in from the parents, any first-hand account that you've been able to pick up on what is it that the parents are alleging really happened inside the school premises?
Yes, in fact, we've just got a reaction. We'll, of course, be putting that out as we speak. We've just got a reaction from the father, Santosh Lobo, from the institution, and also some of the parents. The parents say that, they arrived today at the campus. They confronted the administration of this, the management of this particular school, asked them that why were the students treated in such a manner? Why were they asked to remove the Rakhis that were wearing? Some students even reported that the Rakhis were removed from their hands, thrown in the dustbin. The questions were raised about why they were treated in such a manner. So today, like I mentioned, the school management replying to the parents who had arrived there, the Hindu organizations who had arrived there, and saying that such an incident shouldn't have occurred, and Rakhi is a festival that symbolizes brotherhood, and the school itself promotes brotherhood, and it shouldn't have happened. So an apology indirectly has come to the fore is what we've been told. We've we've just got hold of, a couple of reactions coming in from Mangaluru. We'll, of course, be putting that out for our viewers to get clarity on what exactly has transpired in the last few hours after this incident, of course, took place inside the campus yesterday. The police as well is at the campus. We're trying to ensure that, the situation remains calm and, is resolved at the earliest, because they do not want any sort of disturbance inside the campus. We've been told that last night itself, the police officials reached this particular institution, spoke to, some of the, management and in fact the principal and some of the other senior people in the school management. So they've been trying to resolve the issue from the police's end as well. Meanwhile, like I mentioned, the school management at this point in time has given clarification that it was not a rule that was passed by the institution, but it was more of a decision that was taken by some of the teachers in the school.
All right, so the school says it wasn't a rule dictated on our part, perhaps a decision that was taken by some of the teachers. So teachers perhaps have acted in their individual capacity as far as this goes, and that's been at the center of this entire controversy. Deepak is also telling us. All right, before that, let me go across to Mohan Krishna from the BJP joining us on the phone line. Mr. Krishna, what do you make of this? We've seen several controversies blow out in Karnataka with regards to educational institutions. For example, the hijab controversy as well. This time around, a day after Raksha Bandhan, this is what we are being told, that yesterday some of the students in this particular school in Mangaluru were asked to remove their Rakhis, so much so that some of these Rakhis were also thrown in the dustbin. The school, at least for the moment, is maintaining that perhaps teachers acted in their individual capacity. What do you make of it?
The students wearing Rakhi is a question of not religion. This is their asta. They go with the Rakhi. People go with their pendants and everything. It is like that only. I don't know why this school has got a problem with the Rakhi. It is not a religious thing. Ghar mein karne ka nahi hai. So for that matter, what happens is, this kind of activities, this divides the students actually. The teacher or probably the school authorities should be punished by the respective DDPI. I ask the DDPI to take action against the school, because they are dividing the school children on caste basis and religion basis. That should not be the case.
So it does create caste basis, religion basis divide. That's what you are saying. But why are we seeing this recurring pattern in Karnataka? Because, talk about the hijab controversy, talk about situations like these. We are seeing issues come to light with regards to how, religions are being allowed to propagate the way someone wants to do it. So why are we looking at so many of these incidents come to light one after the other in Karnataka? What's going wrong?
See, Karnataka, basically this PFI and other activities are happening in this Dakshina Kannada and these places. This is basically, because of the Congress appeasement politics. They are vested by the appeasement politics of the Congress, where they have not been benefited by supporting Congress for so many years. Their groups have been separated and they are trying to control these kind of things. That's one part. Coming to the part of the school especially, this is, as I'm seeing the visuals, I can make out that father is talking to the parents about the Rakhi issue. See, where you have a lot of Christian missionary schools there. But I think these kind of things, we have never come across it so far in our lifetime. But all these things are happening because there, the division is happening at the highest level. And the identification has to be done, and the school authorities have to strictly tell the teachers and everybody that, there is no division here, and you should work according to the rules. What is the school rules or DDPI, education rule says, as per that you should work. that is the only way we have to come out of all this.
Mr. Krishna, so in order to avoid, witnessing these kind of situations, having these controversies break out one after the other, do you think the education department perhaps needs to, take matter into their own hands and have regular meetings or establish a way to really engage with these school administrations on a repeated basis so as to avoid these kind of situations to take place?
No, and see, that is not required because we have SDMCs already there. School Development Council is there. So they have to take care. The Education Department will only give the guidelines. The SDMC will have to take care, and SDMC have to get into act very strongly in these places now.
All right. Thank you for putting out your point of view, Mr. Mohan Krishna. That's a BJP voice coming in. Now, well, this is yet another controversy that has broken out from within a school premises in Mangaluru. The principal of the school has also reacted to the same. Listen in.
ಮೇರಿ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರು ತಿಳಿಯದೆ ಬೇಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಿಂದ ವರ್ತಿಸಿ ವಿವಾದವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಪೋಷಕರನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಕರೆದು ನಾವು ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪಶ್ಚಾತ್ತಾಪಪಟ್ಟು ಅವರು ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಏನು ವಿಚಾರ ಇದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಮೀಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಸುಖಾಂತ್ಯ ಕಂಡಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಅನವಶ್ಯಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಬಹಿರಂಗಪಡಿಸದೆ ಒಂದು ಸುಖಾಂತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ವಿನಂತಿ.
All right, that's a reaction coming in from the principal of the school. Deepak also continues to stay on with us. Deepak, for the benefit of our viewers, can you just help to put this in perspective for our viewers to understand what is it that the principal is maintaining at the moment?
Yes, like I mentioned earlier, the principal at this point in time is clarifying that this was something that shouldn't have happened at the campus, and unfortunately it has, and he is now instructed that such an incident should not reoccur. And he, going on to say that the person who did it was not instructed by the school to carry out any such thing in terms of asking the students to remove the Rakhi or in fact even throw it, as the allegation now has surfaced. He has said that the issue has to come to an end and an unnecessary controversy has come up. But overall, we'll have to see whether if an incident like this has occurred without the school administration instructing it, whether how the school will really react to the teacher who's been accused of doing this, and what will be the demand coming in from the Hindu organizations who at this point in time say that at least they're happy that the administration has accepted that this incident has occurred, and at this point in time has even assured them that overall everyone inside the campus will be encouraged to celebrate Rakhi, which symbolizes brotherhood. So we'll have to see how situation unfolds. Like I mentioned, the police have been keeping a close watch on the institution and everything that's happening there to ensure that the situation or the controversy itself.
So the school has made it clear. The principal just said that there's no set rule that establishes that students can't turn up wearing Rakhis on their wrist, but let's see how strictly do they follow up on this entire incident and the person who perhaps is responsible for going ahead with that kind of a gesture. Thank you, Deepak, for joining us with those details.